Well, hello there, my darlings, and welcome to a speed build on a Monday. What the tits is going on? It's not the speed build some of you may have been expecting. I didn't finish it on time, I won't lie to you, so I thought, what can I do for my beautiful community to make sure I get a speed build out today? And I've built this cute little Cornish cottage in the world of Brindleton Bay. And I love it. It's really, really cute. I very much enjoy it. The thing with this is, I have to say this from the beginning, usually these cottages are kind of terraced. Not always, but mostly they're terraced. They're in kind of like harbour towns. They're very small on the inside. They've got very low ceilings because a lot of these cottages I do see were built in the 1600s. So the doors are tiny. The walls are all wonky. And I absolutely love them. I would love to live in one. I really, really would. I may find that a bit difficult considering that I live in a Victorian house now and the ceilings are a lot bigger. Well, almost twice as big as what they were. And it would probably feel a little bit too cramped for me, but I would try my hardest. I would. It's a lifelong dream of mine to live in Cornwall. Cornwall, if you are unsure, it is in the southwest of England. It's the very tail end of the southwest of England. And I live just by it. I live just over the water on the border of Cornwall and Devon. And Cornwall just will always have my heart. It will. I love the place. And I think you guys have heard me talk about it very much over the years. But it's my favourite. It's my favourite place. So what I wanted to do is have kind of like a 2 up, 2 down tiny home. So this is kind of classed as a tiny home in The Sims 4. It's got everything you need. It's got a little cheeky living room, a nice kitchen, a nice little garden out the back. It's also got a bedroom upstairs and a bathroom upstairs as well. And also a little boot room, like a little porch in the front of it that you can see now. So I really wanted this lighter aesthetic to come through. So I had this like bluer shingle on the front of the build with like a concrete, and I thought that really, really fit it. And I used the windows from Snowy Escape because they're my favorite windows at the minute. They really are. Anyway, look, can you hear me? I've got my new audio, my loves. My new audio. I've been having so much fun playing around with the audio and making sound effects.
Moist.
Like that one there, for example. So expect a lot more of that coming forward, especially when it gets to let's build the world. I mean, I don't even have to go into editing afterwards. It is all there and ready for me. And I'm very, very excited about using it. Such a child. How are you anyway, my loves? Happy bloody Monday to all of you. What are you doing? What have you been up to this weekend? I've been chilling out. Went for a walk with my other half who was home for the weekend. And it was amazing. It was so nice. Obviously, we kept safe and kept close to our home and whatnot because the UK is in full lockdown at the minute. But it was still very nice. I had a very nice time and it was just nice to spend some time with Tom. So that is exactly what I did on the Monday, on the Sunday even. And then on the Saturday, me and Tom just literally vegged out all day and watched films. And I was living for it, to be honest. So this little area at the front here is the little like path sort of. It's a front garden, really. Very hard to come by with most of these harbour cottages that you see in Cornwall. Usually they are directly on the kind of hamlet or village path or even connecting straight onto a road. Like you step out the door and you're on a road. But for this one, because it's The Sims, I decided on giving them a little cheeky front garden with some nice little stepping stones that I'm using to death at the minute. And just some like, hedges and stuff off to the sides. Now this was a bit of a practice as well, because when it gets to let's build the worlds for Brindleton Bay, I will be doing a full Cornish or Cornwall inspired world for Brindleton Bay. So I was like, let's have a little look and see what we can do and see how a Cornish house would look in Brindleton Bay. And I think it really suits the area. Really, really does. So that is what I did. And I love this little lot, this little cheeky 20 by 20, I think it is, right on the beach. And yeah, when it gets to Brindleton Bay, I will be doing like a full kind of row of these houses, probably up higher in the, the bigger lots. I'm going to try and do it up there instead because I just think it would look so cool having a row of these with like a little, maybe a fish and chip shop, a little pub. Like, I'm going to go down that route, loves. And this would be the world where I would definitely build a chippy as well. If you're unsure what a chippy is a place where us Brits go to get our fish and chips, and they're kind of a staple in our culture, to be honest with you. And they're amazing. They are absolutely amazing. So that's what I'm going to do. So this was like a little bit of a semi-practice for this, really. But yeah, this build is on the gallery for you guys. Make sure to go and check the DevonBumpkin hashtag if you do wish to download this. And always, as I always say, just make sure you move objects cheaters on. Now, I had to obviously player test my builds as well. Player tested this, realized the sim couldn't get up the stairs, realized that the bug with the stairs is still in place at the minute. If you're unsure what that bug is, it's when you put an invisible fence at the top to kind of knock out a bit of ceiling that you don't want there, and the fence stays there so your sims can't move in. So I had to I had to go through and rejiggle everything around, and yeah, it works though. So there's that. Anyway, look at us into the interiors. So flagstone flooring, that's Blue snorting in the background if you heard that. Flagstone flooring, a nice wood burner as well. Kept everything very light and neutral on the inside. I was watching some vlogs on YouTube the other day, and I can't remember what this girl's called. I cannot remember what she's called, but she's just bought a little cottage in Cornwall, and she's decked out the cottage beautifully. Very minimalist, very light. Everything was painted white. It was just beautiful how they did it, but still kind of like paid respects to the original build itself, because I would probably imagine most of these builds are listed as well. If you're unsure what listed means, it's a kind of a historic build in the UK where you're not really allowed to change anything around too much. But yeah, it was lovely. I can't remember what that channel was called, but it was a very nice channel. It was very chill, really nice. So yeah, living room with flagstone flooring. Wanted to get some soft furnishings in. Had to get rid of this huge coffee table because the Sims couldn't use the fire. I should have seen that from looking at it now, really. But I had to change it around, and I just ended up using an end table instead of a coffee table. And it works. It does. It works. And I'm for it. I really am. And again, as I said, I kept everything very neutral in here. Very neutral tones. Greys and whites and creams and beiges. And I like it. I like how it came out. And it's a very believable kind of feel to me as well. I had a few friends who lived in Cornwall, and they used to live in a cottage. And it's just very lovely on the inside. Like, they had original beams up on the ceiling as well. I could have done that, but I always found it's quite constricting when you're in gameplay then, and you've got all these beams to try and look through. I wish there was just an object in game where we could or a build mode where we could put beams on the ceiling and they would disappear when you're in gameplay and stuff but you know, Sims, if they can't even sort out a bloody stair bug after how many months, I don't think we're ever going to get any bloody ceiling beams in, which is very sad. Anyway, look at us once again in the kitchen. So the kitchen's quite a nice size, actually. It's got everything that you need. Player tested. Everything works fine. I actually go ahead and lighten up the cabinets as well off of camera. I was just looking at them and it's like, no, this like tone just won't do in here. It's just not fitting properly. So what I actually go in and do is put in whiter cabinets, and they look delicious. Very delicious. That's going to get really old soon, isn't it? I can't help it. I've got a new toy and I want to play with it. Shall I show you some more? Listen to this one.
Hello. So here we are in the Cornish Cottage.
Oh my god, my laugh. Let's stop that right now, Aiden. But I'm a child. What can I say? What can I say, indeed? So yeah, it's got everything in this kitchen that you would need. I made sure to keep it very bright and just friendly looking and cozy as well. I would love to have seen this little cottage at Christmas, but trying to squeeze a Christmas tree in here, that would be a pretty difficult thing. But oh, lovely. I really enjoyed building this, really did. So I will be doing more like this in the future as well. But as I said, we'll probably leave that until we get to Let's Build the Worlds for Brindleton Bay. And Yeah, we'll go down that route. And then I can tell you maybe some I could bring some lore and urban legends about Cornwall and stuff into the actual Let's Play itself, or the characters. I mean, that could be quite cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yes, but listen to me whisper. It's so weird as well with this audio interface. I can hear myself speak back now, and it's kind of throwing me off hearing my voice in my ears while I'm talking. And I'm kind of not for it, but I'm just going to go along with it anyway. So, boot room. This is the entrance. Made sure to, like, people in Cornwall, in their culture, it's a very outdoorsy kind of place. They love to surf. The surfing in Cornwall is the best in the UK. And obviously they've got all of these beautiful places around them, and walking and outdoor activities are kind of in the culture. It's the same with Devon as well, but not as much as Cornwall. But it's gorgeous. I love Cornwall. It is, if you could visit, it is just amazing. Imagine I'm sure a lot of you have seen like Poldark and things like that over the years. That's where it's all based. It's just beautiful. It really is. And it's so sad as well, because loads of rich bloody Londoners are coming down and buying up all of the property down in Cornwall and just staying in it for like a weekend a year. And then what is happening there is the fact that the house prices are skyrocketing for the locals, and people who live there all their lives can no longer afford to live there. And it pisses me off, actually. So stop moving down here, please. You're not welcome. But in all seriousness, like, how sad is that to happen to people who've lived there their whole lives, and people are coming down, buying up holiday homes and skyrocketing the house prices? I think it's actually absolutely fuming. You keep it up to your end, you bastards. I can't bear it. But here we are, out into the garden. So using a little picnic bench, some lovely little festoon lighting. I just love this little courtyard. I think it's really, really cute. Really, really cute, and somewhat believable as well. Maybe this would predominantly, obviously there would be houses next to it and stuff, so maybe the walls could be slightly higher and whatnot, but I still like the overall vibe of it as well. And it's got a beautiful view of the ocean too, which is, in my book, a winner, an absolute winner. I just think that's cute. So up into the bedroom. So this house would be perfect for one sim and one sim only. Main reasons being I could only have space for the double bed to be pushed up against the wall, and it wouldn't work out with two sims really. In Sims 3, it would have been fine because Sims can scoot. I always thought the Sims could scoot in the Sims 4. Turns out no, but maybe I could be wrong in that. I don't know, but every single time I've tried, it's not worked for me. So very, very sad. I had to move that little like stool that I put down to the side of the table to act as a bedside table. Main reason is being a bit too close to the door. In real life, that wouldn't matter so much, because in a space like this, you wouldn't be too fussy. If you could get in the room without the door opening the whole way, then so be it. But this is The Sims, and we've got to be with our limits of, we've got to work within our limits even. But I still like it. I still think it's cool that the sim can get around here quite easily as well and use everything. Obviously, I couldn't fit a dresser in here, so you saw me put that out in the kind of landing. And I'm for it. Really, really am. Oh, I think I've got like a Timothy sound effect as well. Where's that one?
This is a customer service announcement. With Timothy, please report to the landing.
You can tell I've been having way too much childish fun with this. That was probably a little bit low. You might not have been able to hear it very well. But still funny. Still funny all the same. Oh, God. What am I like? What am I like? But it's funny. I've been having so much fun. Anyway, on to the last room that you're going to see me furnish. But the bathroom. The one and only bathroom. So flagstone flooring, painted walls. I actually changed the wallpapers. I don't know why it's like that. I put paneling on the walls. I'm sure I did. I hope I did. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, that's a shame. That is a very shame. I had this like idea of having like a panelled wall in here, but I didn't do it, I don't think. Damn it. Maybe you guys can do that when you download this off the gallery. So yeah, I'll go around at the end as well and just put in some radiators. Sometimes these little cottages don't come with gas central heating. They're heated by all the fires that it has littered around, but I thought I'd put it in for this one because once again, this is The Sims. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to see you tomorrow for the next part of Let's Build the Worlds, Willow Creek. It's getting very exciting. And if you want to come and join me on Twitch tonight, I will be live at 7 p.m. GMT. Goodbye, my absolute darlings.